Okay, hello again everyone. So where we left off was we added the subdomain to the hosting account and we corrected the DNS settings. But from now, we actually don't have anything on the site itself as far as content. And we can see that if we're looking at the subdirectory that we created here, there's actually nothing in here but welcome.html. And if we were to actually pull up the site, we could see that there's actually nothing than the standard welcome page. So let's put some content on there. What we're going to do here now is I'm actually going to show you how to run a WordPress installation. And this is going to show you how to do it from the automated WordPress installer that comes free with a hosting account. Now these hosting accounts will allow you to do a number of different applications, but for right now we're just going to work with the WordPress, which is a very popular application that people like out there. So let's start from the beginning here. I'm going to go to the My Account page, and then what I did was I went to web hosting and I just clicked on the green launch button for my hosting plan. Oh, and it's going to make me log back in here, so hold on. Okay, now that I'm logged in, and I don't want to save the password. Alright, so to run a WordPress installation, it's pretty simple. There's just a few key steps here. First of all, at the hosting details page, I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and then it should show me popular applications, and I have WordPress right there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the WordPress, and it should take me to the install page automatically. Yep, there we go, WordPress 3.5. So it says it's compatible, I'm good to go. I'm just going to click on the Install Now button. Alright, and then it's going to ask me which domain I want to use, and I've got a number of domains here, so I'm going to scroll through here and I should see, there we go. There's our domain, test.e2support.com, and then I'm going to click Next. Next, it's going to ask for the database description and username. Database description, let's just call it the domain name. And the reason why I put an extra designation in there is because if I'm running more than one database from assigned to a similar directory or a very similar domain name, I want to be able to differentiate them. So I'm just going to put what it is, the WordPress directory, and then the WordPress database, and then the directory name. Then I need to create a password for it. You can see that since it is a hosting account, shared hosting account, there's a lot of different criteria here. It needs to be between 8 and 14 characters. I need to have at least one lowercase letter, one uppercase letter, one number, has to begin with a letter, and have a special character. Alright, so let's pick one. Let's see, begin with a letter. That should work. Alright. And then I just click Next. Alright, next question is, which folder do I want to install it to? If I just want it to pull up automatically when people go to the site, I just leave this blank. If I wanted to have a separate folder, then I could type something in like WordPress, but then that would make people type in the full domain name /WordPress to go to the site. I don't want to do that much, so I'm just going to remove that, and then it'll show me the FTP file path just as the directory itself. Alright, and I know I have nothing in the directory because we looked at it earlier, so I can ignore this warning and click Next. Now it's asking me for the WordPress login information here, so let me just type in something. Test admin should be fine. An admin password. This one is a lot not quite a sensitive criteria. The only thing it has to be is between 5 and 32 characters. So let me just see. It should be fine. Verify it. And then the email address. So this is the contact email address I want. It's also the email address that I want to use if I forget my password. Oops. Let's spell correctly. There we go. And blog title. That's going to be my actual site title. I can change this at any time. So for now, I'm just going to type in oops. Should be good enough. Alright, and then I'll just click on finish. You can see it's thinking here. Alright, your WordPress installation has been submitted. Very good. So let me go ahead and I'm going to go to my management so I can see where it is in that step of installing. And I can see right there it is creating the database. So we'll give that a few minutes to finish installing and we'll refresh the page later. I can also check and see if the database itself has gotten stuck or if it's even trying to create the database. If I go back to my hosting details page, and then if I go to databases and MySQL, I should see it. And right there, yep, it is pending setup, so I know that it's working on it. Alright, so I've given it some time. Let me check my database again. Database is MySQL. And it looks like it's set up now. So if I close this and go back to my hosting connection, and I'll just refresh my page by clicking Manage My Applications. And right there I can see it changed from creating database to installing application. So again, if I want to check and see what it's doing actually, I can go back to my hosting details and then this time the FTP file manager, and if I go to test E2 support, which is my directory, see it hasn't actually installed the files yet, but it should be going real quickly. We'll give it just a little bit more time here. Now that I've given it some time to work, if I want to check to see if it's done anything, I can just click on the refresh list button right here and it should tell me. Alright, I can see that after I refresh my list, some files started to populate here, and it's still going. Okay, looks like I don't see any changes here. I've got my WP admin, content includes folder. I can see a bunch of WordPress files there, so let's see if it's finished here. Let's go to our hosting connection up at the top, refresh my management page. Oh, very good. So I can see it's successfully installed. So now that it's installed, the next thing we need to do is we need to get logged into WordPress so we can start managing and creating the site. So to do that, I can go to my main domain here, and actually if I just refresh this page here, I should see the WordPress come up. All things being equal. Oh, very good. So I can see the title that I put in there, and it's a generic WordPress site. So to actually get in and start working on it, I would do /wp-admin, and it would take me to the login page. So I think this is what I put. Try it. Oh, very good. I remembered it. Alright, so yeah, it installed correctly, everything looks awesome, and I could start building my WordPress page. The other thing is, if at any time I forgot my URL to log into it or forgot my username or password, I can see it if I go back to my hosting connection page and then go to the My Applications and click View and Manage Details. And then from here, if I click on the admin settings, I can see the admin name that I put in there, and if I click show, it'll show me the admin password that I put in there. And also on the general tab, it tells me the URL to log in. Same one we did before, just /wp admin. So you can see that there were a few steps involved, a few key things we needed to do to install the WordPress. If it's something where you just want to get up and running, you don't really want to go through the steps of installing it, you can actually just get the WordPress hosting platform that we provide, E2 domains. And that WordPress hosting platform is the same as the regular hosting platform. The only difference is it actually comes with WordPress pre-installed. So it saves you some time, saves you a few steps, and most importantly, it saves you from making the mistake through the installation process. Again, same price as the regular hosting platforms, but it just comes pre-installed with the WordPress. Alright, I hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and I'll answer them as soon as I can. Alright, thanks guys.